Hi friends, it's Deep Basu and welcome to my channel Think Deep. I'm back and I'm going to review the film. It's the latest film on Netflix called Meenakshi Sundareshwar. I'm sure most of you have seen the trailer and I think watched the trailer 3 weeks ago and I simply loved it. It's very refreshing and personally I'm a big fan of Sanya Malhotra. I really admire her as an actor. Same goes with Abhimanyu Dassani. I watched his first film, Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota, and he's a very talented actor and is one talent you should watch out for, though he has done only less amount of work. But I'm sure after this movie, he'll have lots of film offers. I'm pretty happy about that. So coming to the story of Meenakshi Sundareshwar, well, if you have seen the trailer carefully, the story basically revolves around an arranged marriage, which basically takes place between two mismatched individuals, Meenakshi and Sundareshwar. Meenakshi is someone who loves reading books. Sundareshwar book knowledge about books doesn't go beyond book cricket. Meenakshi loves watching movies. She loves Rajnikant. Sundareshwar doesn't watch movies. He doesn't like watching movies, and many more. They are so mismatched, but somewhat they get along, and they basically meet due to divine intervention. You need to watch the movie to find out how and why they meet, because basically both their families were waiting for some other groom, some other bride family, but due to divine intervention, I think it's called destiny, they meet, and though they are so different, they get along, and both the families decide to get them married, and their marriage takes place in the famous temple in Bangalore called Meenakshi Sundareshwar, and that's the name of the character. So they were meant to be. They were meant to get hitched. So, and now this marriage, this arranged marriage between this mismatched couple, it leads to a long distance relationship. By Sundareshwar, he doesn't have a job. He's an engineer. He doesn't have a stable job. He wants to become a coder, and he finds coding an art. He's very fascinated about coding. So right after the marriage, he gets a job opportunity in Madurai to go and work as a coder, a very lucrative internship. So right after marriage, the very next day, they are forced to live apart. And how this couple, they sail it through, how they manage, how they strike a balance. And what really happens is the story about Meenakshi Sundareshwar, because long distance relationships, people basically, it's a very debatable topic. Some people say it doesn't work. Some couples make it happen. After all, everything depends on the individuals, how they make it happen, how they make it work. So kiska chalta hai, kiska nahi chalta hai. So, and especially this is a South Indian family, and it's a very simple family. And right before and this couple hardly know each other well. It's not that they were dating for 10 years or 5 years, then they got married. It's also an arranged marriage. And plus, it's a mismatched couple. After the second day of marriage, when usually a mismatched couple, when after an arranged marriage, they get to know each other, this couple is forced to live apart. So now what happens? So overall, the story plot is pretty interesting, pretty fresh, and it's being backed by amazing natural performances. So this is the storyline. Coming to the performances, firstly, Sanya Malhotra is top of the game, and I always found Sanya Malhotra a very versatile actor. Even right after Dangal, though Dangal she was not the main lead, even during Dangal, watching Dangal, I found her acting range to be very versatile. If you have seen Badhai Ho, if you have seen, I think Notebook was the name now of this Nawazuddin's film. She was always Photograph. She was always very versatile as an actor. She's not only a good performer, she's not only a Puglet also was one film you should watch. It's on Netflix. And Sanya Malhotra will definitely impress you. I love her smile, and I love the way, and by the way, she's a Punjabi, and I like the way she got into the character of Meenakshi. Abhimanyu Dassani is also definitely complemented Sanya's character, and I love the way he played and he portrayed the character Sundareshwar. Means it was so believable. And if you have seen Abhimanyu's first movie, Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota, you'll definitely get to know about his acting prowess. He's a good actor. By the way, he's the son of Bhagyashree, yesteryear's superstar. As other performances by Komal Chabra, my friend, a special mention goes to Archana Iyer. She's a very good actor, and I think Pujita was the name of her character, if I'm not mistaken. She also done a great role. Punnendu Bhattacharya also is someone you should watch. Punnendu Bhattacharya, being a Bengali, he has nailed the character of a strict Tamilian father. Wow, he was so good. So overall, the performance, everything was top notch and very simple and very real. Nuances, frankly speaking, I have a little problem with the nuances. If these people would have spoken in Tamil more and Hindi less, I think the nuances would have been perfect. Because I'm seeing a very traditional, true blue Tamilian family who's speaking in fluent Hindi. And the nuances which they have captured is only Ayo, showing Rajnikant, a very stereotypical nuance, which I personally feel. If this comes like, for example, if you've seen a movie like Tabbar, if you've seen the web series like Tabbar, if you've seen any Punjabi Bollywood film which is high on Punjabi quotient, how they speak in Hindi, their Punjabi accent is stronger than the Hindi accent. If this movie, they had the same thing, same concept applied, then it would have, the nuance would have been a little more rural, because a little more real, because overall the nuance somewhat made it look that it's a not Indian perspective of a Tamilian. The technical details, somewhat I felt the script second half falters. Towards the climax, the movie falters, and I would blame it to lazy writing, because the first half is very nice. First half is very, definitely it's funny, it's refreshing, it's interesting, and backed by really nice soothing background score. The first half is definitely will help you sail through, but second half, especially towards the climax, due to the lazy writing, the movie just gets over. The many questions which are unanswered in the film, many questions, the many doubts remains unanswered, and the movie hurriedly gets over. I think I would blame lazy writing. Photography by Mr. Ray was amazing. Every frame looked like a painting. The wide shots, the master shots, the drone shots. I love the way he captured bungalows, he captured the bylanes, he captured the houses. Everything looked amazing. The color toning, the precise details, everything looked so beautiful. Reminded me of a few shots of two states. If you watched the movie, it was also, I think, Tamil versus Tamil manning a Punjabi, and I love the entire look, the cinematic look of the film. Plus, the other plus point was the music. The music has been composed by Mr. Justin Prabhakaran. He's a South Indian, basically a music composer who is predominantly working in the South Indian industry. Each and every song was very soothing, wonderful. Definitely, the songs are still in my mind. And that's one reason I wanted to watch the movie, because after watching the trailers, the songs, the music, I was so drawn towards this film. So these two aspects are a big yes in the film, big USP in the film, the cinematography and the music. Overall, Vivek Soni as a director, I think it's a debut film, has done a good job. I love the way he treated every character, the minute details, and certain sequences were quite memorable. So hats off to you, Vivek Soni, for your debut film, and I wish you all the best and many more to come. Meenakshi Sundareshwar is quite a watch. If you love simple films, if you love fun-loving, simple, romantic films, I think this will be quite a treat to watch. And after all, no film is perfect. Every film has its own pros and cons. So let's forget about it and let's watch this film. It's on Netflix, and you can watch it if you have watched your Suryavanshi and other films. Do give this time. The run time could have been shortened. It's quite a long film. It's 2 hours 25 minutes. I think that could have been slightly shortened. But overall, this movie is quite a watch. And it's a very sweet and an endearing film.